Hello everyone, it's FinnHale and welcome back to our random class series, and this time it's episode 4 already. So if you're not familiar with this series, I basically use MW3 random class generator in the internet to make random classes, which I will later try and analyze them and present the video for you guys. So let's get going. This time we got MK46 with kick and grip, and we got javelin as our secondary weapon, and then we got throwing knife and EMP grenade as our equipment. fail with javelin. And as our perks we got extreme conditioning, blast shield and stalker. And as our point streaks we got specialist loadout with scavenger, sit rep and recon, in that order. So let's analyze. First of all, MK46. That's a really good choice for LMG because this weapon is really accurate with pretty decent fire rate, and all the LMGs are really powerful. So definitely a good choice for a weapon. But again, I would not use both kick and grip in the same weapon because that's a waste. Use either kick or grip, but don't use both. If you're gonna use kick, then put something like a red dot sight or silencer on it. But if you're gonna use grip, then you just put on two attachments and something else, or use some other proficiency, but don't use kick. And with javelin, I don't know much about this weapon. I don't know much about javelin because I never really used it. But talking from these matches that I used it in, I noticed that the javelin missile blast radius is pretty huge. But the downfall is that it often misses the aircraft. I don't know what is it like, why. I try to shoot the helicopters, but it pretty often misses the aircraft. I think I've only hit the aircraft for like 2 times, but every single other missile has missed the aircraft. So if you can get kills with javelin, then I guess you can go ahead and use it. But if you're after the enemy aircraft, then I would recommend using Stinger instead. But keep in mind that with both javelin and MK46 equipped, you are really slow because you are carrying a really heavy loadout. So just saying, keep that in mind. And then we got throwing knife as our lethal equipment. I wouldn't use this with LMG because with LMGs I usually stay like I stay far behind from the gun combat. Like I will let the other guys fight ahead, and I will stay back and shoot from distance. So throwing knife would be really useful in that situation. So I would definitely use frags instead, or claymore to cover my back, but not really throwing knife. And EMP grenade, I could use it for if I was in a support role to take out recon drones and IMSs and other equipment. But those things can be taken out with bullets too, so EMP isn't really that popular with gamers, and that's understandable because flash grenades and stun grenades pretty much own EMP, and there's not really too much reasons why should you use EMP. But if you want to use it to take out recon drones, then I guess you can do that too, but I don't really recommend that. Like, use flashes or stuns instead. And then we got perks. Extreme conditioning is our first perk. Well, first of all, it doesn't go well with LMG because it only makes you run a little longer, but you're still very slow, because especially with javelin, because you're carrying so much weight. So instead of extreme conditioning, you might want to use sleight of hand because it takes quite a lot of time to reload these LMGs. But myself, I would definitely recommend Blind Eye Pro, and if you have seen my video about how to rank up easily in drop zone, then you know why. Because Blind Eye Pro kicks ass with LMG, because it's so easy to take out aircraft, and you know, with LMGs it only takes like a couple of seconds to destroy the enemy helicopter. And in that situation you wouldn't really need javelin though, but you know, just saying, blind eye probe pairs really well with LMGs. And if you stay further away, then you could use pretty much whatever second perk you want with LMGs. So why not blast shield? Like we're using blast shield in this game, and I think it works pretty well. But if you're gonna get closer into close quarter combats, then I would definitely recommend quick draw, because it takes quite a bit of time to aim down sights with LMGs, because they are again heavy big weapons. So if you're gonna get close to the enemies, then I would recommend using quick draw. But you know, if you're gonna stay further back and shoot from the distance, then I guess you could use pretty much anything you want. And as our third perk we got Stalker, but I guess it's good, but I wouldn't even consider using Stalker when I'm able to use Marksman, because with the Marksman you can see enemies from far away even when they haven't seen you, and you can just unleash your LMG fire on them. And you know, the LMG magazine is really big and the bullets are really powerful, so yeah, I definitely would use Marksman instead. And whatever you do not use steady aim with LMGs. Like I have tried that, I definitely do not recommend it. I don't know if it's just me, but you know, whenever I use steady aim, well actually it was quite a long time ago, but when I used steady aim with LMG, the spray was just horrible. I wasn't able to hit anyone, you know, and I felt like the use of steady aim was complete waste of third perk. So definitely I would recommend Marksman instead. But if you want to use Stalker, then go ahead, but please do not use steady aim. That thing doesn't help you at all. And as our point streaks, yeah, we got Specialist, and I guess you could use a Specialist. I would definitely recommend using either Assault or Specialist, because LMGs are really easy to get kills with and, you know, dominate the matches with if you can use them right. So I would definitely go for either Assault or Specialist. And if you're using Assault, then use high point streaks, like use something like 5, 7, 9 or 7, 9, 12 or something. But definitely go for high point streaks and don't underestimate the LMG power. You're gonna dominate the match when you learn how to use them. And if you're using Specialist, that's a good idea, but you know, don't use Scavenger as your first perk that you unlock, because in this match I do, thanks to the random class generator, but there's no need to do that. LMGs carry a lot of bullets and you're not gonna run out of bullets anyway soon. So definitely don't use Scavenger as your first unlockable perk. I would go for something like Sleight of Hand, Assassin and Hardline, in that order maybe, but you know, whatever you do, forget about support. Like, you don't need support when you're using LMGs. Go for Assault and Specialist and just dominate the match. Anyway, this was the 4th episode of my random class series. I hope you guys enjoyed, and please, if you did, comment video and rate the video and subscribe.